Welcome back to the Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke. Last time left off, we beat Kiawe, however you pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it Kiawe, but I've heard people pronounce it Kiawe, but there's a W in it. I don't know, it's one of those weird things. We beat his trial rather easily considering the fact that my star is a water type, and my star is one of the strongest Pokemon I have in my party. And yeah, we're done here, so let's descend the mountain of the volcano. The dormant volcano. Well, we have two paths. We don't need to go back the way we came, or we can take on this half of the mountain. But first, I'm going to talk to this chick and heal my Pokemon up. Better safe than sorry. Oh, it's better to be safe than sorry. So you should lead now. No, wait, Gregory, you lead for a bit. I'm forgetting something important. Got items to sell. What else is new in here? Okay, item organization done. Let's descend the mountain. There's another Zygarde piece. We don't have to worry ourselves about Zygarde pieces right now. Got a charcoal. If I had a fire type, that'd be really handy right now. This next trial is rather infamous. Allow me to show you that the Ace Kadabra of an Ace Trainer. Kadabra. Good, guess thing you're immune to psychic type attacks. Yeah, this thing's a psychic type, and it goes down in one chomp. Oh, Peck leveled up, good. Nah, Metal Sound. I mean, it's a good attack, but not really what I need on this party. There's an item down there. And it's Rock Tomb, which we didn't know about for earlier. Not very, but at least a little bit. It's a mountain, I've got to climb it. That's the spirit of a hiker. Going through seasonal issues right now, so forgive any sneezing, coughing, all that stuff that comes up when you have very hyperactive sinus issues. We're at the roll. That was very, rather annoying, if anything. No. Oh, thank Christ, that was way too close. Gotta stop being so foolhardy with this stuff and play carefully. There's some mountains I can't climb. I'm talking about you and your Pokemon. Better not climb this mountain, boy. Can't even fathom its depths. I know it's referring more to deepness, not height, but I like how profound this somewhat sounds. Good job on you, Ivan. You survived. Everyone else is good? Okay, let's move on. Get a burn heal. And look, here we are, right back at the start. Before we're assaulted by a Pokemon. Fletchling. Okay. Now there is one thing I do want to show off right quick. No, it's not the Stoutland. It's this baby. Set him to here. And use Charizard Glide. Now, with this, we can revisit areas that we haven't been to before, including a Darkened Park here we haven't never been to, and the Melee Sea. And there's one more bit I want before I go to Calais Bay and a Coliseum and Melee Sea, because those things I can get there. But I haven't caught anything on Route 7 around here, so we'll get up there real quick. And, places that we haven't been to yet. But there's one more thing. We can now go to Pokepelago. Unfortunately, that animation is rather unskippable. It is cool the first time around, but it's kind of unskippable. Welcome to Pokepelago. These uninhabited islands exist solely for the delight of Pokemon. But I'm supposed to introduce myself. How rude of me. They call me Mohan. I'm in charge of keeping Pokepelago running. And you are Dark One, right? Okay, then let's get things started. The Pokemon that you deposit in your PC boxes can freely come here to Pokepelago to have a bit of fun whenever they want. Right now, we only have one small island available for them to play on, but if you'll help out, that won't be true for long. So, here's what you need to do first. What you need, pick up Pokebeans that fall to the ground around the island. Pokemon love Pokebeans. They're delicious and nutritious. And they can also sprout into Pokebean stalks, like the one in the middle of the island. The one that you just picked up as a plain bean are also rare Pokebeans called patterned beans and even rainbow beans. I love hands-on learning, don't you agree? So why don't you give the Pokebean stalk a good shake and see what happens? Take the Pokebean stalk, drop some Pokebeans, pick up the Pokebeans out into your stores. Okay, now isn't it better to learn by doing? You collect Pokebeans once a day, so if no new Pokebeans come tumbling down, then wait a day and don't, and then I'll try again. But some of the Pokebeans you collect on the Pokebee, put some of the beans, I don't know, would you? They'll be handy for any hungry Pokemon while you're on the island to eat anytime. Yep, that's a Pokebean crate right there. You can drop Pokebeans in there, and the Pokemon will love you for it. Especially here on the on the islands of beans, leaving Pokebeans into crate here can even attempt a wild Pokemon to come by for a gander and some fun. Oh yes, one more thing: the rare kinds of Pokebeans will have their effects last longer. You might want to remember that fact, but as long as you fill the crate up, then you'll probably be okay. Don't worry. And if you ever want to talk to me about things, don't feel shy. Just zip right over to my raft hut. Yeah, so this is Pokepelgo, a new feature that's been added in. Essentially, it adds more stuff to do for Pokemon in your PC box to do. This is the first island where you can collect Pokebeans. Really, it's a really good way to restore your supplies without having to constantly go to cafes and get them to give you about 7 random beans every day. Collect a good amount of beans once a day. As you can see in the corner, it keeps track of how many beans we have of each particular type. Regular, patterned, and rainbow beans. Essentially, if you give your Pokemon patterned and rainbow beans, it'll make them friendlier towards you faster than giving them regular beans. Yeah, I am going to sit here and collect all the Pokebeans I can, considering the fact that it helps me in the long run to have a lot of Pokebeans of various types around. Okay, we're finally at the end of that. Anyway, let's press the raft. Wonderful seeing you again. Glad you come to my raft. This is my own private castle. Ever since the fateful day I decided to turn these uninhabited islands into a resort for Pokemon. I built this place myself. It's not too shabby if I do say so myself. I have everything I could need to keep Pokepelago up and running. So, Dark One, I've got a favor to ask for of a promising trainer like yourself. Pokepelago only features one small island at the moment, as you've seen. If you were likened to a Pokemon, it'll be a level 1 babe just hatched from its egg. So I'd like you and your Pokemon to put some effort in developing the islands here. Develop the islands here basically means breaking ground on new islands or improving the facilities on isles you already have started on. We'll borrow the strength of Pokemon you have in your boxes to do the work. Oh, and we'll need some plain Pokebeans. Don't worry, don't forget those. No one can work on an empty stomach. Okay, that's from me right now. Come see me at my raft at any time for developing islands. I'm here. I'll keep things running here at Pokepelgo. So now Pokebell is fully open. You see the Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon in your box sometimes hand you beans. You can check out our summaries, all that if you ever get curious. These are all the Pokemon we have in our, well, not all, but most Pokemon we have in the box. Even Coral, whose ghost haunts these islands. Anyway, you can develop islands also, of course. There are 5 islands total you can develop here at Pokebell. Each one requires you to have a different number of Pokemon in your boxes and playing bees in your coffers. So check out what it says. You need to develop each island in summary, okay? Okay, then it's clear. Well, tell me which island you would like to develop next. As you can see, we have the islands. The first off, there's the Isle of Beans. This is the one we currently have. It had Pokebeans, Pokemon that you have here will collect Pokebeans and track a wild Pokemon. You can sometimes catch wild Pokemon here. Then there's this island. This is how you farm berries in this game. You plant berries here in the various 3 spaces. Well, there's only 1 space available when you develop it only at the first phase. And you can plant up to 6 berries. A total of full 18 berries once you have it all fully developed. Once that's set, you can develop all the berries you want. and they decide on growth rates. Then there's Isle Apoon. Basically speaking, you can send your Pokemon here to explore this deep dark cave. If you give them berries while they're exploring, they'll move faster. And once they're inside, then they'll come back with items. Like the more you develop it, the rarer items you'll get in the long run, and you can even get free evolutionary stones this way. This is probably one of my favorites because it's an easy way to get evolutionary stones. Even though it's not set what stones you'll get, you're more likely than not to get pretty good stones from this place. Then there's Isle Level Up. Level Up. Okay, this is basically sort of the EV training island. You use this island to EV train your Pokemon, and train them up so they get stronger and whatnot. You can do EV training here, level training, stuff like that. And finally, there's Isle of Development. Essentially, this is the hot springs area where you can take your Pokemon so they can increase their fitness towards you. On the side, you'll see what you need. You need a certain amount of Pokebeans, a certain amount of Pokemon in your boxes, such as, to develop Isle Beans as the second phase, I need 30 beans, half that. Oops. I need 15 Pokemon in my box, so something I don't have. As such, I cannot develop it any further. I can also trade beans here. Basically speaking, if you have rarer beans such as these pattern or these rainbow beans, you can trade them for more plain beans. So essentially, it's an easy way to get some extra beans for developing the islands. I just want to go over Pokepelago really quickly because I do find it to be a pretty fun feature. I honestly do enjoy Pokepelago a bit. I do kind of want to see something more like it in future games in the series. It's just a fun way to do more stuff with your Pokemon. You can catch some more Pokemon from those rock pots that spell bubbles sometimes. Let's say, remember, I remember I said it, but having bubbles on a rock essentially means it's a rarer catch than if it wasn't bubbles on the rock. Pokemon and trainers join forces to make a team. Swimmer Dakota. Why am I using poison gas? I'm an idiot. Well, at least it went off and poisoned the little thing. It's poisoned badly. I didn't have a fire type on this team. Got a poison finish it off. Poison touch activated. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to new Pokemon, I love Drooper. It's sort of the water spider Pokemon that we failed to get with Surskit, which kind of funny considering it has both of them. Yeah, Drooper's a pretty cool Pokemon with a pretty cool ability. And implications with that ability. Anyway, let's heal up a bit. We're going to see what's new here on the charcoal. I don't know what's that. not really any grass here, but I can catch a Pokemon in this water. So the Zygarde cell. Oh, there are Pokemon in this ground. Past all this is an item. A Max Repel. That'll probably be handy later. Let's see what's in this ground to catch. Probably a Diglett of some kind. That was right, it was Diglett. Diglett's a ground steel, so let's swap that out for something that isn't affected by a ground attack, so devastatingly strong. He just tried to use steel type attack, didn't it? Ooh, that was close. Stuff you in a tiny ball, little guy. We caught a Diglett. That doesn't sound as impressive as it should be, especially considering how many people dislike Alolan Diglett's design, but I have to say I do kind of like it. Say that to the Pokedex. Diglett, the mole Pokemon. Its head sports an altered form of whiskers made of metal. When in communication with its comrades, its whiskers wobble and fro. Hmm. That seems to fit Kyle. We'll send Kyle to the box for now, so we don't have need of him. Oh, we left something behind. A big root. Surprising. Because in fact I expected it to be another water type, it's a pretty good find. Let's finish this morning on round 7 and Pokemon encountered. Ooh, Puku Muku. Yeah, honestly, I like this Pokemon in design and concept. I just dislike that it's absolutely useless. It has no offensive attack whatsoever, so it's like Love Effect, but it can't use Counter. So it's literally there so it's literally there to just be a support Pokemon that doesn't know Counter or the other counter attack for this. Well, its only form of being able to do any form of offense is with its ability enters out, where it hits you with a punch from its enters. So that's a bit of a shame, because in fact I do like the Pokemon. It's just a bit of a shame that it's positively useless. Can't go that way. I'm going to call it into this morning around 7. Call it into this episode. Next time, we'll go on ahead to the next route. See you all next time.